Great in and out dribble. Oh! He set off the smoke detector.
You crank that volume, turn it way up.
Jaylen
What's up, everyone, and welcome in to your Celtics source, home of your 50-19 second place Boston Celtics. The Celtics in between games, coming off a game against the Nets where Baylor Shireman just went off, career night for him. In a game where Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown both out. Right? You think it'd be a game where Peyton Pritchard, Derek White would be the ones, having the big nights, but nope. Joe Mazzulla gives Baylor Shireman 16 minutes, and he goes out and makes 6 of 7 threes, 20 points, rebounds, assists, a fantastic three, very Derek White like to end the third quarter, where beats the buzzer on a 35-foot three, it seemed like. But this show's not actually going to be about, Jayson Tatum, Derek White, any of those guys, the rookies. This video is about Jrue Holiday. A guy that, is maybe your fifth best option on offense when everyone's healthy, right? Behind Jayson Tatum, Brown, KP, maybe White even ahead of KP. And then you have Holiday. But Holiday might actually be the X-Factor for this team, not KP. And here's why I think that. Holiday, in multiple games this season, is just being left open to, shoot, right? He had a career 60% three-point percentage last year from the corners. And this year, it's down to like 20. And he's struggling some nights to make shots, to, provide a spark of offense besides your normal four guys. And when that happens and teams are leaving him open and he's not making them pay, it's much easier to guard the Celtics because you can you can really pack the paint, make it hard for the Celtics to get into the paint and, do kickouts. That's what happened against, OKC. They struggled to get anything inside of the 3-point line, and so they were forced to, just chuck up 63s. I'm not saying they could. It was all entirely OKC, right? There were definitely some things that the Celtics could have done to get into the paint, but Holiday was a big reason why they struggled in that game. But it seems like Holiday, he's not going to get up to a 36% career 3-point shooter by the end of the season. I don't think he's going to get up to that, his career percentage, just because he's getting older. He's having a rough year. He has the pinky injury, other injuries. I just think, he's on the decline. But there are things that, the Celtics can do to fix their offensive problems that include Jrue Holiday. Right? Jrue Holiday should be the one that is carrying the ball. Because, right, if Jrue Holiday has the ball in his hands and it's not Derek White and, Jayson Tatum bringing it up, two things happen there. The first thing is that Derek White, Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they can still get the ball. It's not like if Jrue Holiday is bringing it up, he's going to be the one that's scoring, right? Those guys are still going to get the majority of the shots. But what this does is it forces the other team to guard him, because you can't just leave a guy who has the ball in his hands open. So if Jrue Holiday is really the initial facilitator, it's going to force the other team to come out and guard Jrue Holiday. Not just leave him open. And that'll make it so much easier for the Celtics to move the ball around, get into the paint, make kickouts, and Jrue Holiday doesn't even have to be the final one shooting. He just has to start the play and get the defense in rotation, making it a lot easier. And so that's why I'm saying Jrue Holiday is the X-Factor here. Because while his numbers, I think, are going to be about the same as they are now, what he's able to do is his ability to just, take up a guy, make it easier for the team to, make plays around him, is a really a feat that shouldn't be going unnoticed, right? Like he might be that guy behind the scenes in the playoffs that, obviously, when it comes down to the clutch, he'll make big defensive plays like he did last year. I think whoever he picked the ball off from to seal that game against the Indiana Pacers. But if he's just taking one of, let's say it's the Cavs. Yeah, let's say it's the Cavs. We're playing the Cavs, right? If Jrue Holiday, he's going to be guarded by probably the worst defender, right? And that could be maybe Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland. That could probably also be maybe one of the centers in, Evan Mobley or Jared Allen. One of them's going to be guarding KP. The other one might be on Jrue Holiday. And if Jrue Holiday brings him out to the perimeter, not only does that take a center out of the paint for Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown to drive, but he can then go up and set a screen for Jayson Tatum and get a center onto Jayson Tatum, which is what Jayson Tatum thrives against, right? Jayson Tatum loves going at those big centers that can't move as well, that Jayson Tatum can really dice up. So that's why I'm saying Jrue Holiday, while it's not going to be the scoring, it might be a couple of those hustle plays, but still he is getting older. You're going to see less of him, diving on the ground for things. He is still going to have to be a crucial part of this team in order for them to make a run in these playoffs. What else is going on, right? The Celtics, are playing the Jazz. They don't really have that many games to go. You're not going to see, hopefully, Jayson Tatum. I did a whole video on this, on Jayson Tatum resting, on really the whole team resting. You can go check that out. Actually, I'll leave the link in the description after this video. But, Jrue Holiday, or they play the Jazz, then I think they play maybe the Trailblazers. We have the Hornets coming up. It's going to be a lot of minutes for, the bench roll. We're not going to see a lot of Jrue Holiday, which down the stretch, as they try to keep him healthy and ready to go for the playoffs, which is why I think he has to make the most of his minutes out there. They have to start now trying to change that, style of play they've been using all season. Because if it's in the playoffs, they're going to go down to their habits, their instincts, and it's not going to be with Jrue Holiday, on the ball most likely, unless they can work on it now, run plays where Jrue Holiday's the initial ball handler, and I think that'll be huge for this team's success. Yeah, I'll have I'm actually going to be doing a live stream for the Jazz game late at night and a reaction afterwards. 2 separate videos. We'll do the live stream play-by-play commentary, and then I'll do a game reaction video afterwards. Both will be live, so make sure to check in for that Friday. I probably won't have anything coming out, like big videos coming out until Friday. But follow on social media. I'll leave clips and different highlights and stuff there as well, and updates. So tune in for that. And until next time, go Celtics.
It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured.